Hello, veterans. It's George Christos for the Veterans Information Channel. It's 2020. Sounds funny. January. I just want to talk a little bit about the Agent Orange and what's going on with Agent Orange. It's not my favorite subject, but a lot of information in the Vietnam Veterans of America, their publication about Agent Orange and what's not being done. And the only recourse that you have besides filing a claim and getting treated at the VA, seeking the compensation that you deserve, it's to get these bills passed. Maybe it doesn't affect you, but it's going to affect other Vietnam veterans. There's 4 diseases that they don't recognize. There's 14 that they do right now, and you can go online and just Google the 14 diseases that the VA. You can go to their website. You can go to www.va.gov and get all the information that the VA recognizes about Agent Orange. But if you want to find out what they don't recognize and what academia and the medical institutions and even chemical engineering have found out about Agent Orange, because they're doing the research and the VA is not doing any more research on Agent Orange. Just a little number that I keep pushing out there to get the message out, to shock people, but it's government statistic that 3.4 million U.S. military, that's Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Air Force, participated in the Vietnam War from 1965 to 1975, over a 10-year period, troops in and out, and plus we lost 54,000, and there's still a couple thousand unaccounted for. So the only, you got to press Congress and the Senate to take action, to add these presumptive diseases that's been sitting there since 2016, when academia recognized that, hey, you guys got 14, but there's 4 or 5 here that are missing in your list, and that veterans are suffering from it. 300 Vietnam veterans die each day from Agent Orange. Out of the 3.4 million Vietnam veterans, there's less than 500,000 still alive. That's kind of shocking. So, you can call the switchboard at DC, and you could ask for a senator, a congressman in your state. It doesn't have to be whatever party you're affiliated with or non-affiliated with. Whether it's Republican or Democrat, you need to call the people in your state that you're paying with your tax dollars to represent you. And so get familiar, put the number on your speed dial, on your phone, make 1 3 or 4 minute call each day and tell them what your concerns are as a veteran. Whether it's, you want help with them passing some of these presumptive just add them. The VA just needs to add them. They don't need to pass anything. The head of the VA, the VA secretary, all he has to do is say, okay, I'm going to add them. They've been saying that. So 2016, we've gone through 2 VA secretaries, and they both said, oh yeah, we'll add those sometime, maybe. You see that? That was a sign. Okay, here's the number. 202-224-3121. 222, no, 202-224-3121. Put that on your cell phone. Set an alarm for 11 o'clock each day. Good time to call. They're not at lunch. Hopefully, in most cases, you'll get a live staff member, and you introduce yourself and ask them to write a message down and give it to the congressman or senator, And a guy an office that you can find out a lot of information from is Jon Tester. So if you call this number, ask the switchboard operator to switch you over to Senator Jon Tester, Jontester, Jon Tester. And you can talk to his staff about your concerns and questions that you might have. Another resource is calling the disabled American veterans. Call their 800 number. Call the VFW, call their 800 numbers. You don't have to be a member. You're just a veteran. Or you're a family member of a veteran and you need help. Because the veteran needs help. Get help. It's out there. There's a lot of help out there. There's no reason to be homeless, struggling, can't get around, sick, need medical care, need help at home. Your spouse needs help at home. Call one of those organizations and tell them what your concerns are and let them help you. Call this number at least once a day. Leave a message, talk to somebody. Tell them to pass these bills that are sitting there. It's going to help everybody, not just veterans and their families. And it's all about the benefits. Let's not cut the benefits to the veterans. Let's not do that. Whether it's their health care, we need to build up the VA healthcare system instead of tearing it down. 50,000 unfilled jobs now. So just wrap your head around this. This is 2020. Go back in your mind to 2018, 2017, and yes, there was 28,000 unfilled jobs at the VA. And 2 years before that, it was even worse. But they were in the process, and they were hiring. They had actually hired like 8,000 doctors and nurses somewhere in between 2016 and I would say 2015, 2016. It all stopped 2017, and they just put the brakes on it and slow rolled everybody. And they got this privatization. It's baloney. There's been 2 or 3 for-profit private companies received billions with a B, tax dollars, part of the VA healthcare budget went to these private companies, and they invested it in their own company. They really didn't help veterans a lot. Maybe help a handful, but when they would send a veteran to a doctor's appointment on the outside for something serious, like Agent Orange, bladder cancer, those types of things, and the doctor would say, "Well, we didn't receive your records from the VA." Really? Yeah, we don't know where to start. So, see, that just doesn't work. So we need to hire the doctors and nurses at the VA. That's what we need to do. But you got to let your congressmen, your senators in your state